Toyota Stadium in Bloemfontein as the host of today's Guinness Pro 14 clash between the Toyota Cheetahs against the Isuzu Southern Kings. That's a South African derby, second of 3 derbies between the two teams as we confirm the weather condition. It rained last night in Bloemfontein, so underfoot it's rather soft, something the players are not used to this time of year in Bloemfontein. 22 degrees and a decent crowd has turned up. Deon Davids has made 3 changes for the team that was victorious last weekend against Edinburgh. And with that up front, we see DJ Tablanche on loan from the Pumas. He gets his first start, the 33-year-old. He's solid as a rock. Also, Ruan Laram, the 8th man, comes in for Andisa Nzila. That means Zilla will be relegated to the bench. Captain by former Cheetahs, JC Astle, the 28-year-old, played his junior rugby right here in Bloemfontein. Very settled in the loose trio. Tini Berger, another youngster that played his junior rugby in Bloemfontein. Stefan Ungra and Tabeni Ndugisa, the halfback pairing, but you got to look out for Job Pengle, Masakole Banda, Bjorn Basson, and Meli Rokoa gets his first start at outside centre for the Fijian. He's big, he's strong, and an outstanding finisher. Deon Davids, head coach of the Southern Kings, some experience on the bench as well for the visitors. 5 wins so far this season, sitting 6th in Conference A are the Cheetahs, and a superb 9-try victory last weekend against Libre right here at home. Franco Smith was forced to make a late change. No oxen chair. Charles Murray gets elevated from the bench. With that, Eric Diaka will move into number 17 jumper, and Volt Steenkamp Sintu Manjezi enjoying his first season. And Nonkontwana Olivier has been strong so far this season with 135 tackles, and so has Junior Pokomela. New captain Sean Fenter will start, and number 9, the 31-year-old, plenty of experience, and also as well good form. Nico Lee, Byron Janssen van Rensburg, they're finding their feet, they're outstanding, and we all know about Raps Mangwane. 24 clean breaks so far this season, 10 tries to his name. Malcolm Yar will ignite from the back. And those are the Cheetahs, match 23. Joined by former Springbok flanker Warren Brosnan, a great opportunity. Excitement all around considering the last time these two teams met.
Yeah, it's going to be very exciting. The conditions are looking fantastic for rugby. We had a sprinkling of rain about 10-20 minutes ago, but the sun has come out now, and both these teams have got such pace out wide. Want to give the ball air, and it's going to be so exciting to watch these two teams play. This team here yet to beat the Cheetahs at Pro 14 level, and just chatting to JC Astle, the captain, before the game, and they're so passionate about getting their victory against the Cheetahs. And then the Cheetahs, of course, it's a crucial game for them. They've got to win it in the context of the log and where they find themselves to launch themselves into the competition. This is JC Astle, big work rate, big engine in that second row for his team.
14 Pro 14 matches for JC Astle. And Scott Ferreira, most experienced of the Southern Kings players. Home side. Cheetahs. Good form
the
so
short
far.
And the tall, Rudy Page, and 2 meters 9. JP Dupree, the Super Rugby's tallest player. JP Dupree, 2 meters 9.
Yeah, Rudy Page gets the start, not at the start, but gets to join the match 23. Not part of it last weekend. One thing's been strong by the Cheetahs team with their set piece. They do the basics well first before they send the ball out wide. And a roaring welcome for Sean Fenter and his charges here at the Toyota Stadium in Bloemfontein.
That's a critical point that you make, Owen, and it's where the Cheetahs dominated the Kings in their last game down in PE. It went down to the wire, that game, down to the last minute. Sean Fenter steps in as captain, replaces Tian Meyer as number 9 and as captain for the team. Of course, the Kings have bolstered their front row with DJ, the very experienced DJ Tablanche, down from loan from the Pumas. As we see the referee for the day, Stuart Berry, assisted by Quinton Limmerman, AJ Jacobs, and the TMO for today, Marius Yorker.
Well, it's the Kings who got the kickoff. They'll be playing from left to right in predominantly black jerseys. And the Kings in the bumblebee orange and white striped jumper. No one to speak of. Masaklola Banda kicks off. Kings searching for their first victory against the Cheetahs at Pro 14 level. Early advantage for the visitors. Ungura finds runners into Blanche. Former teammates of the Pumas, those two.
Still got the advantage.
Tukisa. Kings still have the advantage. Pick up and drive. It's Fellerman, CJ Fellerman. Ungura keeping it tight and close. Laram inside the red zone for the Kings. The offload.
There's a second advantage. Knock on only.
Earlier on, the Cheetahs defense has been tested. Berger. Teeny Berger. Captain Astle. Laram breaks one. Can't get past his opposite number. Claret Olivier. Tukisa straightens. All met in defense by Joseph Gruber.
This player, yeah, off his feet first.
Early advantage for the visiting team.
And you got blood as well.
Penalty right in front of the upright.
Blood. That's a big cut. You need stitches.
Me as the tackler.
No, I need you to get a clearer picture when you're doing it, but that needs stitches, okay.
Claret Olivier, the man that's got the blooded mouth, he goes in, probably catches the shoulder to the head as he tries to clean that ball out. Really good start there from the Kings. They'll be happy with that. Made the Cheetahs make a few tackles. Got the ball through a number of hands.
Jasper Vise has come on for Claret Olivier, receiving some medical attention. Head down. Banda's kick is good. Takes his personal tally to 88 in the Pro 14.
We talked about that game 2 weeks ago. Went down with 17 all with 10 minutes to go in PE. Eventually a try by Lewin de Bruin would win the game for the Cheetahs. Right in the depth, deep into injury time. So they were very evenly matched in PE. Just imagine the same here in Bloemfontein.
Restart very deep from the Cheetahs. Tukisa returns the favor and finds touch. Galeni Tukisa,
that's your mark, Scott.
Product of the Eastern Cape, and a stint with Griquas. Not too far away from where we are in Bloemfontein.
Let me control that. Okay.
Sorry,
thank you.
Cheetahs straight to a shortened line out, 5 man.
You got front
the loose
danger.
forwards in the back line.
Gerber's throw is good in front for Manjezi. Another knock on for the Cheetahs.
That was a soft knock on there from the Cheetahs. They caught the ball cleanly in the air. Nice work from Manjezi. They bring it down, brings it onto the head of the player. And the knock on then eventually comes from Sean Fenter.
Moment of truth for the Southern Kings. Battle of scrum time.
Just a shoulder, please.
Introduction of DJ Tablanche's first scrum in the Pro 14.
Protest Lucy! Protest Dolly!
Bind! Sit!
That's a good scrum from the visiting team. Ongura. Tukisa. Searching for some work. Beyond Basson's pass is a great one. Finds Penley. Had the attention of Mangwane, which is steady from the winger. Straight through the middle goes Tertius Kriya. Ongura looking for options. Tukisa, not a great pass, being knocked on.
That was all spotted by Stuart Berry, but I think we just got to see there. Oh, and the danger that this team possesses, the Kings, when if they get good set piece ball, pass wasn't accurate there behind his back, he knocks it on, but get good set piece ball from the scrum, they have the ability to use that pace out wide, find some space, and it's going to be Penga against Mangwana is just going to be a real matchup of the speedsters, and this man had a cry off with a knee injury. He was warmed up, about to get onto the field, and hurt his knee, and Charles Murray on the loose head here has taken his place.
Catch! Bind! Pre-engaged on the far side.
Could that be the leveler at scrum time with Oxenchair not being in the starting 15?
So yeah, we pre-engage and then just bind
Honest
quite
good
short
cheer.
to make sure we're getting
Solid
got
for the
it.
Cheetahs.
Thanks.
Oh, they've been standout performers, and I think it's maybe not in the short term. So I think Charles Murray should be all right short term.
Patience on that
But if we
call.
look at it
Just
into the
react.
full duration of
Thank
the game, but at the same token, so have the Kings got to go that full 80, and we've got to look at what they've got coming from the bench, how strong they're going to be. We know that they've had their problems. DJ Tablanche, I think, is a valuable addition for this Kings team.
Sit!
Venture. Skuman. Direct attack, centre field by the Cheetahs.
10 needs to
Rolling
roll
away.
up channel.
Skuman upping the tempo, immediately getting the Cheetahs up country, 5 meters away from the Kings try line.
So scrum goes down to ground here, but the thing about Tian Skuman, he's at the fly-half position. He tries to take this onto the advantage line. There, now he's on the advantage line, delivers the ball. They get over it. That's exactly what the Cheetahs want.
On the attack, Cheetahs line out, ball at the tail. Swivel around looking for space. Charles Murray. Fenta. Pokomela. Great presentation of the ball. Options left and right. Fenta looking for runners. Jet Cup comes through. Short ball, Murray. Can the Kings defense hold? Fenta solves the dummy, the reach, and he's over. Cheetahs are in front for the first time.
Oh, he's the chief poacher, Sean Fenta. I tell you, in about 40 minutes of rugby, he scored 3 tries. He came on in the second half last week against Zebre, scored 2 then, and has scored 1 right in the beginning here. Lovely ball there. Charles Murray uses his strength, manages to win the ball, gets it across, throws the dummy, spots that the pillar drifts off, and takes the gap. The ever alert Sean Fenta. The reach is good as well.
6th try of the season for Sean Fenta. Try number 9, the Pro 14 for the Cheetahs captain of the day. Flags are up. The kick is good. Cheetahs, 7 points.
It was the power game in the beginning. It opens up the space for Fenta. A couple of those picks and goes, and the one-off passes, they got over the advantage line and they opened it up. Great work by the captain.
Banda restarts into the right-hand corner. Well by Skuman. Outside the 22.
Taken back.
Skuman. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Game of inches. So out on the ball. So advantage Kings.
It's a game of inches, but accuracy is so important. We saw the knock on at line-out time when Sintam and Jazzy brought it down. They made a little mistake there, did the Cheetahs. They then went and scored the try.
Front again, AJ.
Did everything right, nearly, off that kickoff, except for that kick out by Tian Skuman, giving the initiative now to the Kings.
Just keep
One of the
stacked
leaders
in.
in the Kings team, Michael Willemse, feed the line out.
At the back, just take a step through. Thank you.
CJ Fellerman in that number 6 jersey with the headgear on, standing in the scrum half position.
In the middle.
Play.
Setting up the driving wall. And some momentum here, the Kings. Now it comes. keeping it close.
Just through the middle.
Through the middle, Charles Marie says the referee, but it's looking good for the Kings.
The man who ended up on the ball carrier came through the middle, and number 1 was in effect after that had no effect. Use it or lose it.
So much momentum.
No,
Very disappointing end result for the Kings.
Oh, and I think they're going to get confidence from this. Yes, they're going to turn the ball over, but they managed to advance this. The talk before the game was that the Cheetahs were going to try and maul them. Had they swum in around the side, Charles Marie
Definitely.
and friends, but they advanced it. They got to about 10-15 meters on that drive. That will give them confidence. Junior Pokomela going into that number 8 position in the defensive scrum. Gerrit Olivier with the number 8 on his jersey, packing in a flank on the open side.
Bind! Sit!
Platform steady from the home team, the Cheetahs. The brilliant set piece. Nick Lee takes it up. Created the space, plenty of it for Tian Skuman to relieve the pressure. And he finds touch. Satisfactory exit planned from the home side, the Cheetahs.
So it just puts a bit of a question mark into the captain, JC Astel's mind. They got that go forward on the scrum time. Is that what they target first, or do they try and move it out wide and use those dangerous backs?
No, as long as you stay here, I'll control them, okay? Thanks.
Over the top, the juggle. Possession still with the Kings.
Got the advantage.
Knocked on right at the end. And the experience Andy van Schalkwyk.
Scrum.
Cool. One thing they're bringing is a bit of variety. The Kings, they've gone for the drive here. They throw it over the back for Dries van Schalkwyk. He pulled it in and just couldn't keep control when he went into the contact situation.
15 test matches for Italy for van Schalkwyk.
Let's keep it there. That's a really good start. Well done.
Back on!
Crouch! Bind! Sit!
Best scrum of the day from the home side. Penalty. Well deserved.
No.
Number 2.
Come down. Great scrum.
That's a great scrum here from the Cheetahs. Good back there from Charles Marie. Straight power coming through. DJ Tablanche pops out, gets a few air miles and concedes the penalty.
Away. You need to accept it and move on, okay?
Finds touch. Another greatest kick from Tian Skuman.
Shape your side, bind as well.
Gerrit Olivier is back on the block.
Just that's your mark. Yeah, thank you.
Overthrow, brother. Watch overthrow. It's going over.
And Jez in the front. Fenter. Off the top. Poor defense from the Kings. Making his first time tackles, creating the momentum for the Cheetahs. On the attack now. Superb stop, Malcolm Yard.
What about the feet?
Fenter. Marie. Skuman. Lee. Mukotwana. Pokomela. Soft hands out wide. Van Rensburg back to Pokomela. They're keeping it alive. Fenter in support. Brilliant play from the Cheetahs. Quick recycling of the ball. Joseph Gerber gets a pass away. Chance out wide. Malcolm Yard joins the line. Malcolm Yard. Pressure on the Kings.
There's a back by the halfway line, Morris.
Steenkamp scrum off. Manjezi. Get down goes superb cheating on Steenkamp. keeping the ball alive. Kutsia, Arnos Kutsia. Namibian international takes it and it opens up for Scuba. Over.
You got a number there, mate.
Tian Skuman's first Pro 14 try. And a great team try from the Cheetahs.
Now, I'll tell you, there's a fair amount of skill in the build-up to this try from the Cheetahs. Eventually, the full defence from the Kings was non-existent. That tackled themselves out. This was a great run by Kutsia. Set a good target. There's no third defender for the Kings, and it's spotted straight away by Tian Skuman. Runs the angle, goes in and gets the try. But the hands, Junior Pokamela, the influence that he had in that build-up.
Yeah, big concern defensively as well. Very narrow. Pascal Gveig together with CJ Fellerman. Great pickings in terms of space for Tian Skuman. Flags are up. Extra 2 points for the Cheetahs.
There was no full defence from the Cheetahs. They needed to come around. They got a little lazy. The couple of the guys had made tackles, got to bounce back up onto their feet. But the continuity from the Cheetahs was top class.
9 points already in today's clash for Tian Skuman. 2 conversions and a try. Skuman called into action.
Ball's available. No,
Cheetahs.
don't buy that.
Looking for the exit. Venter takes it deep. Skuman, a bit of pressure from Stefan Angura.
Time off. Number 13, please. 13. The line-out still continues. We play an honest game here. If you try and pull a guy into to buy a penalty, I'm never going to reward you.
Perfect, yeah?
Yeah, I like it from Stu Berry.
Get up, be in, 3, 2, 7.
Williamson's throw is good. Ongura. Clear. Taking it in from Rokua.
Just frustrating.
13 left.
All the supporters sitting down there in the Eastern Cape and Port Elizabeth. They set a nice target. It was a good run from the big Fijian. A clumsy error at the base.
I didn't hear you the first time.
Let's go.
I'll tell you one thing. Cheetahs settle in very quickly in this clash. They control set piece, slowly gaining dominance at scrum time. And recycling at the breakdown point, getting quick ball at will.
Okay, let's go. Keep the patience, all 6, please.
Let's go, Charles.
Everyone's square out.
Lots of talk from Avangelian and Contwana.
Catch! Bind! 6! It's a reset. We've got a bad picture from both sides on the other side. Okay. So we've had one chat.
Yeah, working hard on that side, and they're trying to deny that right shoulder for the Cheetahs. You can see it moving to the left, denying that right shoulder. If they can get right shoulder up the Cheetahs, they can get over. It's easier to get over that advantage line.
Yeah, same one.
Listen to G. Get call up nice to G. Right time, good pictures. Let's go, Charles. Loxy.
Crouch! Bind! 6!
So much more talk about the Cheetahs team.
There they got the right shoulder. Now it's coming back to the left.
Advantage.
Oh, that's brilliant. They're playing to the strength, milking the penalty. Not a great pass for Nicoli. Fenter looking for a runner. Not enough advantage.
They've gone forward 4 to 5 meters and then defense standing up. There's clear dominance.
Good touch line there. All to play for here for the Cheetahs. Bonus point win. Put them in the mix much closer to the playoffs.
Kings on the line.
Definitely. I mean, they're sitting on 31 points there. They've got the Blues and Connaught. I think Osprey's just ahead of them. They have a game in hand.
Fenter, quick ball, gets another break. Sean Fenter. Good read. It's Michael Willemse. On the left hand side, dipping pass with that position is back with the Cheetahs. Joseph Gerber needs to stay in field. Fenter looking for runners. Majezi comes through. Cheetahs searching for the width. Malcolm Yar, the juggle. Did that go forward? Yes, it did. Oh, they know the space is out wide.
Just trying to move it down there as well. Quick hands here. Oh, high tackle coming in from Meli Rakoa.
Applying the same leniency on the screw throws up to your one down there. Okay.
So did you have a
From Bernard Janssen van Rensburg.
Stay standing.
Okay. Stay standing.
Just give me 1 second.
It's the ball. Van Rensburg receives, delivers the ball. Bang. Head high. Above the plane of the shoulder. And there's no arms there.
Slides up, but he's got to take responsibility. Meli Rakoa.
He's going to be in trouble. Oh, it's no excuse. He took his target too high right from the word go. Could have set a target half a metre lower.
There's not too much arms from Tertius Creer.
All right, thank you. I'll try to make it.
Tertius Creer as well, not folding those arms around.
All right, Stevie.
Yes, Marius.
All right, what we have here, we have number 12 black, no arms tackle.
Yep.
That's the first instance.
Yep.
And then there's a second incident of number 13 making contact on the shoulder and then slipping up to the neck. So
So we have a mitigating factor.
we have a mitigating factor on
Right.
number 13. However, number 12 was clearly no arms.
Okay. So of the two incidences, are we dealing with the first one being a penalty only and the second one we're scaling down because there's a mitigating factor to yellow card against number 13 black? Or do you believe that the first one was a higher incident than the second one? Or do you believe that both require sanction?
No, I would have a number 12 is a penalty only, so we'll have
Yep.
to have a chat to him. And number 13 making contact on the shoulder and then heading up to the and then making contact with the
Okay.
head, and that's a mitigating factors downscaling from red to yellow.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Number 13 and captain.
Very clear. Felt like
So captain, we've got the first instance, which is number 12, which is a tackle with no arms. So that's a penalty. Second one is a dangerous and high. We're mitigating it down from red card to yellow card because the first contact was on the shoulder and then slipped up. So there's a clear mitigating factor, but it's a yellow card for a dangerous tackle.
You got that all, Owen? You work your way through it. Shake of the head from the
Yeah,
big
so we are
Fijian.
looking at it. I haven't felt
But
as though it's
he's got. I think he's lucky, and they've used the mitigating factor. They start on red, work their
Just to
way
confirm,
down,
We're in the middle of the field, yeah.
Yeah, it's a right call.
and have settled on the yellow.
Dangerous tackle.
And the Cheetahs so confident. They're right in front of the uprights. They're not going to go for the 3 points. A numerical.
But the laws of the game should be a lot quicker. Decision like that, you're not within the laws of the game. Boom, bam, this is sanction. Let's move on. Felt that took a bit too long.
100%. Because that was clear and obvious.
Well, the process
Scrum of 22.
discussing the law.
Scrum or 22.
Unforced error from the Cheetahs, kicking that out in the full, so advantage back with the Kings. Banda going to his favourite side of the pitch. Kick into the sun. Knock him off. Looking for the break. Charles Murray in support.
He's already given a lot of carry to his team.
Leave him now, Black. Rucks formed. Leave him.
Sean Fenter taps and goes. He's gained 10 variable meters for the Cheetahs. Pokomela and scrum out to Dueba. Great stop from Van Skalkwyk.
Hold, 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 out! Out, no, I'll make the call. No, no effect.
No effect, and Jesse. Dominating the collisions as well are the Cheetahs. Numbers are plenty on the outside. And Janssen van Rensburg to William Small-Smith in the corner.
Yeah, you could just sense it was a matter of time until the Cheetahs were going to score. Clinical, dominating the collision, recycling the ball, accurate with the passing game, and the timing of that last pass absolutely perfect. Using that numerical advantage to good effect, the Cheetahs.
Third try of the season, 7th of the Pro 14 for William Small-Smith.
Shape like that.
Conversions in the tournament in the Pro 14. Tian Skuman.
He settled in really nicely since returning from France and playing here out of Bloemfontein.
Right up against the touchline, Tian Skuman. Hooked that one badly. First miss of the afternoon.
Now, this is the end of it, the hands from Janssen van Rensburg. But it was all about the recycle and the build-up and the utilization of the space that was generated by the good, accurate passing game.
Yeah, the rhythm wasn't quite there from Tian Skuman. It took a bit longer than usual to kick for goal. One of the contributors to that hook. Banda.
Straight out.
Straight out. And he cooked it.
Right, scrum chosen.
In between kick. He's kicked deeper the first couple that he's kicked. That's one around almost just outside the 22.
Yeah, speaking about the margins, and it's about playing those margins correctly. We can see the territorial dominance. 32% of the game played in the
Just don't want you at
Kings.
the end to go on an angle. Just keep a good picture for us. Yeah.
Half between the halfway line and the 22. But that margin, those marginal errors, you can't make that mistake. You've got a man down. If you're going to kick that ball, rather kick it deep, kick it in the corner, don't kick it out. Get your chasers, close it off, try hold the Cheetahs deep in their 22.
Squeeze the man! Lock! Klein!
Crouch! Bind! Sit! Ball's out.
Quick ball for Venter. Onto the left hand side. Skuman. Beaten two Kings defenders. Powerful from Nicoli.
Shift.
Venter looking for runners. Pokomela at first receiver. A grass cutter from Blanche. Weber. Skuman. Great hands Comienza van Rensburg. Malcolm Yar has to come back and field. Junior Pocomela. Offload in the tackles, keeping the possession and the movement fluent for the Cheetahs. Olivier. There's a turnover from a position of power. Ruan Lerum.
Yeah, good work by the number 8. Got over the ball. It's so important for your team when you lose win a ball like that inside your 22 when you're under pressure. In comes Lerum.
What does this feel at the moment, Warren? The Cheetahs not committing numbers to the breakdown. That's why they're getting quick ball, or they're just dominating in terms of physicality.
They dominate in physicality, getting over that advantage line, but they need to send more numbers in to clean that ball as well. Because you're going to get your CJ Fellermans or Ruan Lerums trying to slow it down.
Thank you. Penalty advantage, Black.
Kings have got the advantage. Darren not held in the tackle. To Blanche, puts his head down, literally. Ungura. There's just not enough advantage.
5 from the side. Number 5.
Yeah, it was an attack with no plan, really, from the Kings. It was like they're going nowhere. Phillips didn't expect the ball.
Just be aware it was borderline, just on the neck area on your cleanouts. Just make sure we're targeting body. Yeah, thanks.
We'll chat to CJ Fellerman.
What's he done to 40 men? We're going to slow it down. Take the penalty. Restart from a set piece.
Talk about slowing it down. They're slowing this one down right now, I tell you. Taking forever to get that ball to the mark. Bit of attention to Joseph Dweber.
Orange on the line, please. Thank you. I spoke to number 6 about the clean-out, just to say it's borderline, so I'll give him the benefit, but if it presents itself again. Time out, we're waiting for a front row player. Just the line out.
Still receiving some medical attention as Joseph Dweber.
A bit of strapping to those considerable hamstrings.
I'll give him time. He's on his way back. Sub here, guys.
Joseph Dweber doesn't look alright.
Not at all, so
no, he's not happy.
You'll run it off.
Okay.
So the thumbs up coming in from the Cheetahs hooker.
Time back on.
It's okay for my late, Charlie. I'll be late.
Keep out, yeah. Numbers are good.
JC Astle.
That's your first step.
Oh, it's a great defense, Cheetahs. Got to use it now, surely. Ungura.
So knock on in the tackle. Knock on in the tackle. The other one in the maul was straight up.
You touched on it, Warren. Lack of direction so far from.
I haven't seen that.
From the Kings, not too sure what to do with the ball when they get it.
I see it.
I get it, it's just quick thinking by Gerard Olivier. A little knock on from him. Pressure onto Stefan Ungura. The stemming of the drive there from the Cheetahs was top notch.
And
the Cheetahs knew what they wanted to do. They wanted to drive them back, and the Kings are like, well,
the Kings just look like they're indecisive at the moment. And that can all change. Just you need one player just to light that fire. Someone just to take the initiative, get the go forward, get over the advantage line.
Crouch! Bind! 6!
One of the better scrums, the Kings. Ungura sees the break. Was that a high tackle? Referee's happy with it. Lerm. 22 for the Kings. Slow ball for Stefan Ungura. From a standing start. Scott Ferreira, that's a powerful run from the loose-head prop. Ungura clears. Dubisa, Kriya. Got the attention of both centre pairing of the Cheetahs.
Check that tackle, please, for me.
Tini Berger.
Thank you, from number 7.
Nowhere through, man and ball, solid defence from the Cheetahs.
Thank you, penalty
driven back.
Thank you. Penalty advantage, Black.
Very easy to defend for the Cheetahs, all from a standing start. Break from Dugisa. Tertius Kriya takes it up. They need something special here, the Kings. Laram. Ferreira, skip pass over the top. Something could be off for Tini Berger. There's the inside ball. Astle joins in. Good support play from the captain, 5 meters out. The pick up and drive. Tini Berger. He's brought down. Ungura. Superb read defensively from Nonkontwana.
Still penalty advantage.
Velleman. Pick up and drive as Ferreira. Joseph Gerber up to the task defensively. Dugisa. Good tidy up with a pass from Ungura. Laram picks up and drives. Charles Marie, pillar defense is strong. Oh, they're slowing it down. Kings, interesting enough.
Use it.
There's plenty of time to set up defensively. Astle.
Number 2.
Also a little knock on there from Astle.
Morris, look at that number 2 tackle.
Ungura across the face to Mangwane.
Time out.
It's disappointing from the Kings, as we said. They had their chances.
Got you.
Should have finished.
So I'd like to go upstairs.
Interesting enough how they slow it down so close. Just allowing the
Morris?
defense to set up.
I'm listening to you.
I'd like to look at a suspected second no-arms tackle here. I think it is against number 2. And then also potential cynical play to confirm whether the wing was offside and whether a probable try would have taken place if he was clearly offside.
All right, so Stu, what we're going to do first, I can confirm that there was a no-arms tackle by number 7 a couple of seconds before that, and then there's a possible second one by number 2.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a look at the number 2's tackle first, and then we'll carry on.
Perfect, thank you.
No arms tackle from Joseph Gerber. Nonkontwana.
Dealing with a second possible no-arms and then potential offside and whether that stopped a probable try.
There are no arms there. It's just the shoulder. Almost gets into that bear crawl position. Because both hands are in the ground when the player strikes him.
Both a pretty similar picture, number 7 and number 2, huh?
It's the old grass cutter tackle.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
Oh, there's a call saying also number 7. Okay, number 2. The other one is offside by Rabs Mangwane.
So we're going to go look at this alleged cynical offside by Magwana.
There's the knock on there. Advantage already.
I'm going to card number 2. That's 2 rolls of foul play, and we need to get that out of the game. There's a clear mandate.
I agree with you.
Thank you. Number 2 and captain. We've got 2. Sorry. Can I ask you to go off? I don't need your comment. Thank you. 2 no-arms tackles within 1 passage of play. It's a repeated, 2 foul plays, repeated infringement from your team. It's a yellow card for no-arms.
Right, down to 40 men, repeated infringement.
Hold on, no.
Okay, contact at the moment, 14 against 14.
Come on.
Got to finish out.
Kings have got to go for it now. 19 points to 3 down. It's 14 players for the Cheetahs on the field. They've got Meliroko coming back on in the centre, so they're going to have 15. They have to strike from this position now.
There it is, and CJ Fellerman will go over. Try time for the Kings.
Our training ground move. I tell you, when it works, everyone's so happy. It's a team try because they've all set this up. They've moved backwards to try create the space to try pull the Cheetahs Cheetahs line-out players backwards, and Fellerman's come around. And it was a lovely throw from his hooker, Michael Willemse.
First try in Pro 14 for CJ Fellerman.
First kick of the match. Bande second now to put the Kings to double figures. Will fade in. Yes, it has. 10 points.
It's a top kick from Masakola Bande. And Dion Davids, the coach, will be happy with this. This is work to absolute perfection. Big smiles from CJ Fellerman. Got the long dreadlocks underneath that headgear.
Skuman into the right hand side. Very high, tidied up by Yarm. Ongura. Williams' pass puts pressure on the back line as Tukisa tidies up. Kings consolidate.
Jack.
Too many players on the ground for the Kings. Banda, Masakola Banda, it's a big kick for Malcolm Yar. No pressure. Skuman in support. Tian Skuman. Counter-attack for the Cheetahs. Counter-attack. Straight into JC Astle. And support just there in time. Anas Kutsia. Nonkontwana. That's gone forward. Willemse has to hang on as Mangwana has got him wrapped up. Ongra looking for options. They find Banda, the cross kick. There's space in the opening at the back. And the great touch finder from Masakola Banda. Nine points the difference between the two teams, the Cheetahs and the Kings. Less than 5 minutes till the end of the first half.
Just take a shift, please, Kings.
Sean Fentel going to hooker. Yeah, short one, smartly played, taken back by the Cheetahs. Not looking for touch. Banda. Got the support of Bjorn Basson. Basson chasing on. Banda's overcooked it. He's given all the position and advantage away back to the Cheetahs.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take a look.
There's the captain, Sean Fenton, back to the hooking duties of throwing the ball in the line-out. Full line-out. Stone in the front from Skalkbeek. Would be expected. Yarm. Standing start power from the 8th man.
Ball's available.
Ongara. Fellerman, CJ Fellerman. Was it another grass chopper tackle from the Cheetahs?
Available.
Tukisa. Kriya doubles her out to create the extra man. Now pass out wide. Now to Penguin. Loses his footing. It's key now. It's all about position. And that's a good read defensively. Charles Murray leading the charge for the Cheetahs. Tukisa to Kriya.
inside ball for Laram. Good support play coming in from Tukisa. And support Tukisa over the 22. Tukisa will look for some support. Track down. Can he reach? No, he can't. That is outstanding defense from William Small-Smith. Question was there daylight?
No, timeout. Thank you.
Could be try number 2 for CJ Philemon.
AJ, I'm unclear on grounding, so I'm going to go and check it up. Okay, otherwise I'm coming up for an advantage for a tackler not releasing. Marius?
I'm listening.
I'm unclear on grounding and how the ball has got there. Can you take a look at the validity of a try or not, please? Otherwise I'm going back for a penalty advantage for yellow, not clear release.
No
Right,
daylight.
we're looking at possible grounding and how we got into that position.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, cool.
Cheetahs down to 14 men and they're made to pay. Oh, the Kings.
And let's play up that ruck as well, please.
Tabeni Tukisa. Tackle from William Small-Smith. Not enough daylight. Holding on, holding on. His hands in the ruck. Ball is short. No, knee on the ground, so even CJ Philemon hasn't got the right to pick that ball up.
All right, Stu.
Yes, Marius?
I can tell you what I see. Number 6 is offside and on his knees when he plays the ball there.
Perfect. So
and
no
then
try.
he grounds it. So no try. And then you go to your decision.
Thank you
With a
very much.
penalty.
So I was checking the validity of the grounding. There's no try. There's a clear line break. Tackler release. It's a professional foul. It's a yellow card.
Cheetahs down to 13 men. No daylight, no release from William Small-Smith.
Tackler release. Line.
Decision's been made, kicking for touch. 5 meters, line out. Kings on the attack. Less than 2 minutes left in the first half.
Just take a step, please. Thanks.
This is a good opportunity for the visiting team. Never beaten the Cheetahs Pro 14 level before. Definitely coming in from the side, but the ref will let it go. They'll be happy with that defense and the turnover.
Taken in. It's collapsed by number 6, Black, lifting the legs. Taken in, use it or lose it.
Yeah, high fives deserved.
Number 3 and 11.
There's a scrum, so with that coming on as Luan de Bruin. Reynard Fenter.
Right, time back on.
Yeah, good defense from the Cheetahs. Question the entrance of Arnold Katia. Did he not come from the side?
Bind! Sit! It's poor on that side. Yep. I've seen it in that short binds from Cheetahs. 18. Just spoken to you. Okay, it's your first scrum. We've spoken about a long bind and you're straight away onto the shoulder. Okay, so you need to fix it for me, okay?
Very clear. And Stuart Berry is talking to Luan de Bruin, the 25-year-old former SN20 prop forward of Luan de Bruin. Cheetahs just want to get the ball back and kick it into touch, the end of the first half.
Up we come, let's reset. Okay, I can see we're on a really bad patch here. Let's move over. Look at the ground. Okay, look at our ground. It's breaking up. Okay, we're not giving ourselves a chance to stay up.
Let's go, Cruiser. Let's go, Cruiser. Let's go, boys.
Patience on the set, please. Okay, wait for the call.
On two.
Crouch. In. Set. Bind. 6. Steady.
Yeah, it's not steady. Yeah, Cheetahs have done enough.
Hold now.
That's the end of the first half. Well, some discipline issues from both teams, but clinical first half from the Cheetahs when they were in control. The recycling of the ball was really up there. 4 tries in the first 40 minutes. 3 of them for the Cheetahs, the 1 from CJ Fetterman. 19 points to 10, halftime score in Bloemfontein. Looking to improve on those 9 missed tackles in the first half, the Cheetahs. Lavoya Pupuma has come on for the Kings. Skuman, he starts the second half here in Bloemfontein. Tini Berger carries and well met in defense. Smashed to be exact. Skalkbeek to Kriya, Banda, Velleman, Olivier. Good stop from the Cheetahs 8th man. Ungura. Good carry, Michael Willemse. Just as strong was the opposite number in defense. Chance for the Kings earlier on, beyond Basson. Ungura. Good work from Ruan Lerim, not held in the tackle, appreciating the laws of the game. Pupuma's first contributions, a good pass out wide to the outside centre. Meli Rakua. Turnover ball, Cheetahs in possession. Malcolm Yar. Malcolm Yar will find the space. Good support from Manjezi.
Ball's available.
Fenter's pass is a good one, very narrow on the attack, and it's proving to be successful for the Cheetahs. Fenter. Manjezi only knows one way.
You missed it and then carried on round the corner. Number 6, you missed it and then carried on round the corner into 9.
Very clear from Stuart Berry. Just coming around the corner.
Let's not react, okay?
Skuman will find touch. Cheetahs looking for a similar start they had in that first half.
Just going to make a better effort on those arms and tackles, okay? Thank you.
Joseph Gerber's back on the park, so Cheetahs up to 14 men.
Black, move please.
She's going to throw.
Thank you.
Gerber's throw is good. Shifting the contact point, but that's loose.
Early drive, number 1 black.
Early drive.
Early, thank you. If you go.
He can't play the ball, the player,
One
before
black,
he has
early drive,
reached the
disrupting
ground.
the line out. Number 1, early.
Spotted immediately by Stuart Berry.
It's just what we spoke about before.
Players go off. It's a handoff from Gerard Olafia to try and move it around, but as he's handing it off and he's in the air, he gets driven backwards. That's the penalty.
Cheetahs looking to extend their lead. Anchor ball in the front again. Contact point shifted and a knock on. Yeah, good defense, good read, Kings.
Yeah, they read it. You could hear the call coming from the Kings. They're to do, and they're going to do the same. And they did. And they knocked the ball out of the hands of Gerard Olafia. 2 ball, down he comes. Josie Astle, the captain, puts his hand, his big mitt through and knocks the ball out of Olafia's hand.
Sorry, boys. Sorry, right?
Lock line! Right side!
Fight them, Charlie. No windows as a block.
Crouch!
Luvuya Pupuma's first. Scrum.
Bind! Thank you.
Just missing the timing there, Skull Ferreira.
So it's just, hang on, just when we spoke about the bind, I want you to move off the shoulder because then you're leaning and pushing him up, okay? So I want you to get off the shoulder, please. Can you agree on that? To get off the shoulder, okay?
That's the second talking to you in terms of scrum time of the binding for Luan de Bruin.
What do you do, puppy? Let's go, Loxy! That's a block!
Crouch! Bind! Sit!
Laren picks up at the base, straight over Skuman.
Hold.
Ungura taken back. Banda.
18 offside.
And from an offside position, Luan de Bruin.
18.
I like the solutions posed here by the Kings from that scrum. They feel like they're under a little bit of pressure, under a little bit of heat. They get that channel 1 ball, get it back to the number 8. He breaks quickly, wins good distance.
Safely into touch, advantage, Kings.
And Banda hits an absolute beauty. It's going to be 10 meters shy of the 22.
That's much better on your bind in that last one. Thank you for reaching.
Deep into the territory of the Cheetahs.
Now it's all about execution. There's the captain making the call. JC Astle.
Keep up that, okay?
Cancel! PSM! 5, 2, 3, go!
Willemse. Astle goes up, securing the line up. Touch is clear. Dugisa's pass across the face for Banda. No, a big opponent. It's not Banda, it is Rakoa. And now it's Pengle. He's short. He's up. He's over. Try time. Mela Rakoa had the magic in centre field.
I've spoken to him. Try resulted. So it wasn't after the try. Okay.
Big smile on the face of Penga. He was the recipient of a pass from Mela Rakoa last week. Question marks have to be asked whether this didn't go forward from the hands of Rakoa, but Penga is so quick. Back up onto his feet, in for the try. A real sensation there in the Eastern Cape, Yao Penke.
7 tries so far this season for Penle, former SA under-20 player.
Okay. Just taking a quick look at something, so no rush. Okay.
Yeah, he's taken way too long. Should have kicked that. Mr. Banda checking out for that final pass.
When we call time off, Morris?
How's that angle for you?
That angle's going to make it look forward. It's nothing to do with the direction of the hands. It's rather, was the ball moving forward when it left the big hand of Mela Rakoa? There it is here, Owen. Was that forward from the hand? From that position, you've got to think that it was.
Well, look straight where it ended up, where the player finished. I'd like to see that one again, Warren. Oh, he's calling it. He's heavy with it. Try will stand, conversion to come. Banda, the kick. Flag stay down.
Oh, the skill is just phenomenal though. Dives through the tackle to unleash the ball to the flying speedster on the right wing. Yao Penke.
Skuman onto the right hand side. Tini Berger has got it covered. It's a good start from Junior Popomela. And he rolls away. Angura. Willemsen. Kriya. Tertius Kriya straight through the middle. Tracked down by Manjezi. Ungura. Taken back. Banda.
Stay back.
Plenty of opportunity and time for Skuman to counter. Skuman counters. Can't get past the first line of defense. The contest, the rip from
backwards.
Popuma. Angura. Stefan Angura, the switch with Tertius Kriya, that's gone forward.
Knock on by 6 when he touched it.
And a little bit of fire in the feet of the Kings. The Cheetahs have got to watch out. This is a team that'll never lie down. There's a knock on there, so it's going to be Cheetahs' ball. But they were finding a little bit of open space there, were the Kings.
I understand, but I'm going to allow you guys to dictate the distance until we've got big problems. Okay, as we agreed before. Yeah, I saw it, but I thought it was just, if we pick it up, we'll deal with it.
Some numbers there.
Checked, it's fine.
13 missed tackles from the Cheetahs. End of the first half, they'd only missed 9.
All 4 props square up, please, straight.
Roxy!
Crouch! Bind!
Come on.
What happened? Let's go again.
Good picture.
You got to love the front row forward zone. I know you're a ex-hooker.
Breath, everyone.
Take a deep breath, everyone. Stuart Berry says.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Oh, there are problems from the get-go. Never stable. Skuman. Early chance now for the Cheetahs. Venter looking for runners. Carry is good from De Bruin. Venter. Dweba. Skuman. Mangwana's real first touch in this match. Not too many opportunities for the Flyer. De Bruin has been busy carrying the ball. Chance out wide. Nonkontwana rise the tackle to set a target. First started outside centre for the Fijian Malai Rokua. Only played 118 minutes of Pro 14.
Well, he's delivered 2 miracle passes in 2 games to Yao Penke, both resulting in tries. Here, no daylight was presented, straight in on the ball.
Throw at the back is good, Joseph Dwebe.
That's one stop.
Now comes in support. Cheetahs now gain the momentum. There's the turnover, very consistent from Stuart Berry, the referee.
Taken in by Black.
So it's little things like this, little psychological victories that the Kings are starting to get. That's just going to give them their second, third wind. They're not going to feel tired at all on the field. It's going to boost their energy levels. Little psychological victory, so important.
Guys, can we scrum? Okay. You're not captain, so I'm going to speak to the captain's now. Okay, thank you.
Oh yeah, the one you're not captain, thank you. Michael Willemsen.
Time off. Substitution number 4, Cheetahs.
Well, he was captain at one stage.
And
the big lighthouse, JP Dupree, is coming on along with Neil Jordan in jersey 21. Abongwila Nonkontwana leaving the field, as is Sinto Manjezi.
Focus, diamonds.
Hey, Joe, I'm leaving you that time. Sorry, yeah. Okay.
Laat ons nou met die perde praat, né?
Go on, yes. Roxy. Wait, Rox. There we go. Set them, set.
Yeah, Franco Smith made 3 changes already before the end of that first half. Arnos Kutia came off and Luan de Bruin came on the tight head.
No, we're both on our knees, yeah. We're both on our knees. Let's lift it up. Okay. Come across to me. He's on his knees first and then he's reacted to it, so we're resetting.
There's so much chirping out there. I think they'll put the cricketers into shame at this rate.
He's chirping, he's sledging. With Scott Ferreira having a go at Luan de Bruin. All part of the psychological warfare.
Catch! Bind! Sit!
Great pressure from Sean Fenter on Laram. The counter ruck is good. Were the hands in there? Yes, they were. Hands in there. Penalty advantage, Cheetahs. Nicolai taps and goes, and not from the mark.
Ruck form, contest on. Black under pressure with the hands.
As a number 8, if you don't get your right shoulder, you get into a weak position. It's a left shoulder here. He tries to break with the ball. He's in a weak, compromised position. He's got to run around the corner. Instead, he should have played like a little scrum off and fed that to his scrum off to clear the ball. He should never have tried to break with that ball.
Well, let's do so. I like himself.
Cheetahs on the attack. Durba, ball at the tail. Pokomela claims it. The shift on the side. The Cheetahs are close. Fenter, Nicolai, the break, the reach, he's short. Sean Fenter. Skuman, numbers are plenty. Malcolm Yard. High five for the Cheetahs bench.
Consistent with your last pass there.
And their 4th try of the clash.
Yeah, an important bonus point for the Cheetahs. Lovely ball at the tail of the line out. The little peel switch sucks in a couple of these players. 11 sucked in. Dekisa gets called in. They have the striking run from Nicolai. He's very powerful, very strong. Comes awfully close. And then lovely distribution here. 2 big passes and unselfish from Mangwana. We've got superheroes playing tomorrow. And we had Malcolm Yar flying through the air to score the 4th try. A Superhero Sunday tomorrow, don't miss it on Supersport TV, Supersport 1.
Who's your favorite superhero?
Sure, that's a loaded question. I've got to choose between Thor, Spider-Man.
So what am I?
The Black Panther and Captain America.
Yeah, one of my funniest lines on the Black Panther is Ungubani. I just laugh at that all the time. Now Skuman. Another testing kick right up against the touchline. Much better as the flag go up.
You know, that's the consequence of a small mistake. Make a small mistake, concede the possession, hand it over to the Cheetahs team. Fantastic hands, they get it through. They hit the dart from Malcolm Yard, who's loving his rugby here in Bloemfontein. Of course, the Utenhage boy playing his rugby up here in Bloemfontein, scoring a try against his ex-teammates.
Yeah, 2 seasons down in Port Elizabeth in the senior level for Malcolm Yard. Van Rensburg, Janssen van Rensburg.
Shift.
Charles, easy, steady, late replacement for Oxenchair. That's been taken back, so I'm going to try best to keep it in field. Banda. Skuman, Malcolm Yar in support, together with Max Mangwane. Yar, the goose step. Can't get past the first line of defense. Teeny Berger was strong.
Ball's available.
Sean Fenter. Skuman. Luan de Bruin.
He has been heavily involved.
Fenter, little dab through. Sets up perfectly for Cyril Pretorius, who juggles but gets it back to Banda. Experienced Cyril Pretorius. Tukisa, Tabeni Tukisa. Nowhere through. A big frame of Luan de Bruin.
They ran into a dead end there.
Hughes.
Banda. Mangwane keeps his eye on the ball. Very few opportunities with ball in hand for the Fly. Mangwane, little kick and chase. The bounce. Some football skills. Cyril Pretorius. Very aware.
Knock on from Black.
Oh, and a slight knock on from Pretorius.
Second one.
He'll take that, Cyril Pretorius, did well to stop the advancing Mangwane.
So we've got an issue that side, So I can only be one side.
It's a little dink kick through.
Thanks, bud.
Skull Ferreira taking a little bit of attention to that right knee. Franco Smith, coach of the Toyota Cheetahs. Those are the next 5 fixtures. I'll tell you, it gets tough. Connacht at the sports ground over in Ireland. Scarlets, Leinster, the Warriors. That is a tough itinerary that comes up. And between that Leinster and Warriors game, the Cheetahs fly back to South Africa, spend the week here, and then fly back again to go and play that game.
Yeah, it's a month away from home for the Cheetahs.
Keep those pictures of Longmine now, Kat. That was really good.
That's the same. What awaits the Kings.
Munster, Leinster there in Ireland's not going to be easy for the Kings either. Three games in the Emerald Isle awaits for the Kings.
Good success.
Crouch. Bind. Okay, hold on. Can I just try and understand what's your concern on standing up?
Ek draai bind, maar dan kom hulle vorentoe die hele tyd.
Okay, cool.
So they're closing the gap the whole time.
Okay, thank you. I hear you.
Let's go, boys.
So both hookers, I'm going to slow it down between bind and set so we can get both of these guys down and ready, okay? Let's bind to that.
Charles Murray is saying he's getting the bind, but then his opposite number is closing the gap. And that's why he's standing up.
Right, yeah.
Come on, squeeze. Sit now. Think. Locks! Let's go, boys!
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Yes, boys! Eyes forward. Watch. Great stuff.
Pupuma, a man that's been penalised. There was a bit of chat between Charles Murray and referee Stu Berry. You wonder how much of that chat set up the penalty as well.
Thanks, AJ. Black, your marks on the line.
Like that, please. Like that.
He's done well at Charles Murray. Late replacement. He was on the bench, but to come in and step into the shoes of Oxen Cheb, last week's man of the match. JC Astle, well done.
Possession key now for the Kings. CJ Fetterman. Cyril Pretorius. Baden Pretorius. Been a change at fly half for the Kings. Pretorius to Baden Pretorius.
That's Baden Pretorius. Good to see him playing for the Kings.
Thank you.
Spent a bit of time overseas playing for Jan Ackermann's Gloucester. Apparently picked up a ACL injury and was out for the last 9 months or so. Talented player, educated at Michael House in Natal, Midlands.
He's from Joburg, just tell the people. Come on, city of gold. A very much youngster. He's Baden Pretorius, only 21 years old.
Play, balls emerged.
Power run from the Cheetahs. 20 more minutes left in the slash. Bonus point victory on the line for the home side. Malcolm Yar steps straight into the tackle of Rakua. Center. Lee. The offload is the key as the brain charges on. Inside the 22. Much better as Mangwana gets a touch. And he gets the offload. Numbers are plenty and space. And Poco Manor again. Second week in a row he scores on the left-hand corner.
How about you? I understand, thank you.
The Cheetahs supporters, they're waving those flags, and why wouldn't you be with such a high quality try
and make
here
sure that it's consistent with the one early off the Kings try and nothing more.
from the Toyota Cheetahs?
We'll just take a look at the dive.
Junior Pocamela is down, getting some attention. For me, he's been one of the standout players for the Cheetahs. His work rate has been exceptional. Mangwana does well to get that offload out wide. The hands from Lee. And then the dive onto the player.
You need to stop. Stop now. Timeout.
There's trouble coming up for the Kings.
Yeah, Murray, so you've confirmed that there's something more into that, and it's after the try is scored, am I right?
Yeah, Stu, there's diving on a player. I think it's important that we make sure and establish contact.
Perfect, let's take a look, thanks.
And that could be the big difference between the two teams today, their discipline.
Oh, we've had, is it 3 yellow cards already?
I've got no replay. Okay, it's been come back on now.
Step inside from Pocamela, then it's the dive. Then Fetterman comes screaming in. And what's not going to help Fetterman's case is that he doesn't come in for the ball. He goes straight in and makes contact here with the head.
That is trouble.
And that could be trouble. It could spell trouble for him. If he had come in on the ball, he would have been okay.
Plenty of intent. There's intent.
And there's also, it's the elbow. Yeah. So he's in trouble.
Kings could finish up on 14 men here.
All right, what we have is we have a player on the floor who scored a try. We have number 6, Black, then dives onto the player, making contact with the head first.
Great. So it's clearly after the ball has been scored. He's had every opportunity to not commit to that. It's contact to the head with force. It's a maximum penalty of a red card.
That is correct. That is a red card.
Number 6, please.
That is the correct call.
I need to explain it to you.
Berry.
Ball's clearly been, try's been scored already, contact to the head, red card.
He knew it. He saw it. He'd seen it on the big screen, and even his teammates had tapped him on the head because they knew.
And Marius confirmed we're starting with a penalty because it's after the try was scored.
Had no option but to award the red
Time
card.
back on.
That could be the end of the Kings contest in terms of challenge in this Pro 14 clash. Almost feels that the Cheetahs have hit another gear. Skuman right up against the touchline again. The fans love it. The flags are up. And a superb kick.
Now, with all the red card and the replays, what we mustn't take away from was the quality of this try by the Cheetahs. We are only seeing the tail end of it. What I really liked was Nico Lee running between the gap, getting that offload. He sucked 2 players in, offloaded, and then there was the continuous play that unfolded from the Cheetahs to allow that try and the accuracy of the handling of the utmost quality.
33 points for the Cheetahs, 15 the Kings. Remember, penalty starts with that. Another advantage with kick for the touch.
Well, that's massive, Owen. I mean, you've scored a try, you've gone and got the points in the corner, and your next player is basically going to start 8 meters away from your opponent's try line, and you're going to feed the line out.
Dupree goes up. The line out is good. Very difficult jumper to miss. JP Dupree.
No, it's fine.
Straight through the middle go the Cheetahs. Luan De Bruin. He's still going.
Tackle was made.
Tackle was made.
Here from the side.
Knee on the ground at the tackle.
Rudy Page has come on in jersey 22 to replace Sean Fenter, who I thought had a really good game.
Lines the middle.
Of course, Rudy Page so excited to get on and get a bit of an opportunity here.
From the side.
Former Bull, former Springbok.
Do you want to conform? Happy?
Said to me he's working between Joburg and Bloemfontein, got a 3.5-month-old daughter in Joburg with his wife.
The throw is good from Fenter.
Penalty advantage, driving the supporters out early.
Yeah, in the corner go the Cheetahs. Rainier Fenter, second try in the Pro 14.
And just that early drive on the supporters, we've got to get it right. Thanks, Stacey.
Oh, he's no more deserving, man. He's made an immense impact. That's Rainer Fenter that got it. I thought it was Luan De Bruin that scored. Rainer Fenter comes on. He's the guy that puts it on the ticky, puts it into Jasper Wiese's hands. Bulldozes his way over. Big talk under just to the right of the uprights by the Kings. They're going to have to show a lot of character now in these next 13, 14 minutes that are left.
Yeah, you've got to dig deep. They came from behind last week at home against Edinburgh. You wonder how much that took out of the sails in terms of the energy, the effort that was required. So far, it doesn't seem like they can back it up here in Bloemfontein. Good looking kick from Skuman. It's a beauty. I can't ask any more from a kicker.
Beautiful work. Drive comes in. Fentus locks straight into it, gets his big arms around that ball. And there's no stopping the Sherman tank from 2-3 meters out.
Little short restart from Banda. Contestable, but
knock-on advantage.
Been knocked on by Dupree. And second knock.
And then a second knock. Scrum black.
The Kings, so scrum down. Kings.
Let's move it out here where we've got better grass.
JP Dupree just took his eyes off that ball at the last minute, or last moment.
So, there's a mark. So just patience on my call, please. Okay, wait for the engage call. It will be long. Crouch! Bind!
Hold back, Charlie.
Sit!
Quickly taken, Cyril Pretorius breaks and he finds Burton Class' centre field. Turnovers called, turnovers awarded to the Cheetahs. Well, how's that? Jesper Wiese. That is a sounding response from the teammates after that turnover. The ball come back to the team.
I don't know. I'll tell you if the doctor says he's not injured, then yeah. It's great. No, I'm saying. No, you don't have to apologise. 3 minutes in, you're stuck in.
Now these are some of the tries scored thus far. Sean Venter, ever the poacher. Alert and awake, and then Tian Skuman on the hoof came on a lovely angle to score that try. The setup from the Cheetahs was beautiful. And here they just used their numerical overlap, exploited the space. A pre-work move there for the Kings for CJ Fellerman, and then incredible stuff there from the big Fijian, unlocking the X factor, Yao Panke. We need more of that from the Kings, and we haven't seen enough of it tonight. And then it was a beautiful play here from the Cheetahs to get the diving Yar in, and eventually be Junior Pokamela for the last try to be scored by him there. And then it was a drive allowing Reinach Venter in for the try.
We're still at scrum. It's still contested. Okay.
Change up front for the Kings.
There's your one. Yep.
Change up front for the Kings. And DJ Tablanche will return. And Pukumane is off injured. Chance for the home side. Venter.
Got a penalty advantage.
Stays in field. Rudy Page.
19 black.
Not enough numbers committed to the breakdown from the Kings. Little dab through the chase. Oh, it's gone too far.
Number 19.
Just couldn't get there, Neil Jordan.
Am I right with my marker? Number 19.
Cheetahs bouncing on the toes of their feet, eager to get in for the try. Just too hard from Rudy Page. Tian Skuban comes off the field. He's had a really good 69, 70 minutes.
Played the jump in there. 19.
Kicked well at goal, controlled the game, and taken the ball to the line.
Attacking line out. Venter looks for Pokomela. No contest from the Kings.
I see no collapse. Hold.
See no collapse, but it stopped moving. Page. Stapelberg. And it's a loose ball.
Hold on. No, this man is out.
And Mele Rokua. Is he in trouble?
We are going to check. Thank you. We've got time, Morris. We've got time. Yeah.
Cheetahs man's down.
Yeah, there's no rush. We'll take a look at it.
Nico Lee.
Yeah, we got it all under control. Thanks.
A real concern. Franco Smith looks on.
So, Morris, we're in your hands now. We are going to check that tackle as well.
Oof.
Oh, nothing wrong there. Just a knock of heads. Clash of heads, must be said. And Bernard Janssen van Rensburg didn't get up from there.
Meli Rakar also getting attention.
Yeah, lad, you're welcome to take him off. When he goes off, we can bring
Great contribution from the fullback of the Cheetahs, Malcolm Yard, the 23-year-old. Really settled in here in Bloemfontein. His first season, well, he had to bounce back from an injury, but he adds so much. The pace, the skill at fullback. And today, playing against his former teammates, Malcolm Yard would grow over for his 5th try and the Pro 14 today. Not the biggest player, but how's that swan dive from Malcolm Yard, enjoying it. Strong performance there, Warren Bros, from Schoeman.
I think he's been brilliant. Probably one of the best games I've seen him have. He's been compelling. He's been direct. He's taken it to the line. He's been flat off the scrum. Hasn't been afraid to mix it up physically. Scored that nice try. Saw the space. And then he's also controlled the game with the boots as well. And unafraid to run it a lock forward. His kicking's been good. It's been accurate. He's kicking it at goal on conversion. He's got the numbers and he's hit it. So good game there from Tian Schoeman. He can afford a big laugh and smile.
Yeah, he's enjoying it. Must be said, he had some tough kicks in the second half. For Schoeman, only the one miss. That was earlier on. From then on, he's been on point.
Now lots of care there for Bernard Janssen van Rensburg. Thoughts and prayers go with you. Of course, care very good here for the players at the Cheetahs Stadium in Bloemfontein.
Schoeman back on the park.
Time on, lock on, scrum black.
Yeah,
No, you know, head clash is unfortunate.
Positional change now in the back line of the Cheetahs. Stapelberg is on. He's replaced Schoeman. Schoeman might go in at inside centre. And shifting Nico Lee out on the outside centre.
Crouch! Bind! Sit! That's clearly dominated.
Dominated scrum time, and collapsing is the call.
Scrum. Scrum down. Let's move it, yeah. It's against this side, so if he's being dominated, you've just got to go backwards, don't fold in for me, okay? Thanks.
Let's go, let's go,
Take a closer look at the scrum, yeah.
On this loose set side in jersey 17, highly rated by Sean Roux. Played SA under 20s.
He's only 20 years old, this Mtafweni.
Bind! Sit!
Well, who's going on the inside now? But nonetheless, picked up at the base. Brilliant stuff from Jordan. It's loose for Tertius Crab. We'll need some support to pass out while it came off the knee.
Play on, thank you.
And another toe through. It's loose. Something could be on here for the King. Tidy up on Pretorius.
Tackler!
Cyril Pretorius now. Andy Santila, the man who started it all on Tertius Crab.
Very powerful as Tertius Crab.
Cyril Pretorius, inside ball. Good cleaning out is Van Rooyen, tidies up. Good contribution, Klaassen. That's good work for the Cheetahs to regroup with us all against the round of play. Cyril Pretorius.
Need hands.
And now a chance, Banda. They're lining up on the outside. Teenyberger will get over.
Lovely stuff from the Kings. They got the turnover ball, they managed to hack it through. Then they had to play some rugby to score once they got into position in the 22 of the Cheetahs. They showed great urgency, some direct running, dominated the collision, got quick play of the ball. JC Astle placed the ball so nicely to allow the ball to be placed quickly. This guy's just so exciting when he's on the ball, and then it's Tini Berger who dives over to get the score.
Thanks, Quint.
Banda's kick for goal is good. Extra 2 points, Kings.
Beautiful hands and distribution, and then the strength eventually from Berger to ride the tackle.
Down to 14 men are the Kings. CJ Fellerman infringing. Baden, Pretorius, the receiver there, and Santila, the carrier. Sorry, Pretorius. Baden, flat pass for Zakweni.
Lovely ball.
Banda, Burton Clausen, the inside ball was an Eddie tackle. Cyril Pretorius in support. Much better play from the Kings.
Gee, and a bit of energy here from the Kings.
Yeah, that's what you want from their finishers when they come on. They've got to elevate the play.
And see that Pretorius, Cyril Pretorius, Beta Pretorius, Clausen have all added a bit of zip and urgency to their backline play. Neil Jordan's got a stinger in that neck and shoulder region.
Trent Cumpers had a good game today. Powerful in that first 40, setting up a good platform for the Cheetahs to play from. Pokomela, another outstanding innings for the young flanker.
Yeah, I think he's shown good work rate. He's given a bit of carry. He's made some tackles.
We've got information from the TMO, number 7 is holding a player back. Yeah, so we're getting a penalty. Holding a player back. Morris? Mark? Thank you.
We just praised Junior Pokomela.
Number 7, orange.
Spotted by the eagle eye of the TMO. Playing the man without the ball.
And the Kings are sitting on 3 tries. They'd love to get that 4th try to get a bonus point.
Thanks, Dan.
There's something for them to play for here.
Tell you 17 points for their 2 wins. Sitting 7th in the Conference B of the Kings. Astle, captain of the Kings. Position is with Van Rooyen. Communication is good. Needs some power though. Van Rooyen stays with the pack. Good discipline from the hooker. So close for the hooker to reach over. That is brilliant. I say brilliant because there were so many opportunities. Just you've seen the urge of the players breaking away. And Alandra Van Rooyen stuck to the game plan, stuck with his pack, and that's the reason the try's awarded.
I've got to echo your comments there, Owen. The control, the talk from the captain, JC Astle, he's got a big bear hug. JP Dupree is all over him like a bad rash, but he keeps talking, he keeps sticking, he keeps holding, they pull it forward, and then it's a power game here, and he gets out, puts the reach through. There's a lot of urgency. They wanted that bonus point. They wanted it. They went and fetched it, and they got it.
First try in the Pro 14, Alandra Van Rooyen. Banda's kick is good.
This is what the Kings can do. They can make mistakes. They can be all over the show, and then they can come right like this. And if they could just do this for 80 minutes throughout the game, that was brilliant. Great control there by Alandra Van Rooyen.
Yeah, played some junior rugby for the Blue Bulls, but hails from the Eastern Cape. Alandra Van Rooyen. Zila. And Isan Zila. No safety of the 22. Cyril Pretorius. Clear that ball. Burton Francis. Chance out wide now for Kriya, who finds Penler. Penler puts his hit down. There's Penler, there's step. Penler will need some support. That's a great stop as Stapelberg. Numbers are plenty on the outside for the Kings. Teeny Berger's pickup is brilliant. Hit down. Takweni and the knock-on.
Wow. They're coming alive. They are honestly coming alive, the Kings.
Just too late, boys.
What about the run there? Yao Penke has got some serious gas. He's got a set of wheels on him. And eventually it's a little knock-on that comes through in the contact zone.
Yeah, should have made a better decision, Yao Pengle on the right-hand side. And the Tutu Tokweni, the 20-year-old from Hudson Park. Same school that produced the Ndungane
2 minutes is what it is.
twins, the brothers, became Springboks. And now part of the Supersport commentary team.
Oh, they are. Great to have them part of the team. The corner and Odwa.
Can you tell the difference?
Oh, battle. It's almost impossible.
I think our goal throughout the season, we must try to chop one.
Why don't you just got to have a haircut?
Yeah, just get a haircut, you know? Get a look like bras, and then it will be easy for us to tell the difference.
Exactly.
There's our mark. There's our mark. Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Good scrum, Cheetahs. Oh, that is Paul. Playing for that penalty, and they get it. Yeah, it's brilliant from the Cheetahs. Luan de Bruin contributing.
Thank you.
Menach Venter.
Just don't carry on afterwards. Thank you. It's good.
Great communication from the experienced Rudy Page.
Black on the line, please.
Sandy.
In the front. The sec was good from the Kings. Page. Skuman charged down to pick up outstanding stuff. Baden Pretorius, good support from Tertius Creek. What a tackle. Malcolm Yard. Baden Pretorius back on his feet to secure position. Over the top pass, Burton Francis losing his footing. And that just bought the Cheetahs enough time to set up defensively. Cyril Pretorius looking for options on the right hand side. The experienced Stefan Giff coming through. Ntila. Decent Ntila's pass. It's gone forward.
There's a forward pass from Black, so we can't carry on. Penalty advantage. Number 23 offside. Let's push 10, please.
Hooter's gone here at the Toyota Stadium. 5-point victory is on the cards for the Cheetahs. The last move by the Kings. Also in the bonus points, so taking their 10 to 18 points in the Conference B.
Sam, we've spoken to them. Balls come down, please. You'll take care of front.
Really had the advantage, penalty advantage when this infringement took place. From an offside position was Stapelberg. Another penalty advantage. Remember, they're down to 14 men, the Kings.
18. Just get him out of there.
captain has stayed down.
Your discipline needs to improve here, please.
JC Astle. Got to hang on for another minute or so.
Take a step off the line for me, please.
Test of character here for the Cheetahs. They've won the game. They've done all what they had to do here at home to maintain the status quo in the Pro 14 against the Kings. Test of character say this now, not allowing the Kings to score another try. Astle moves. Astle gets position. Some forward momentum again for the Kings. Van Rooyen still got it, hands it over to Cyril Pretorius. He's short. Desperate defense. They need to roll away Sean Venter. It looks like a grasshopper tackle. Referee's happy to let it go. Looking for the 5th try. Pick up and drive. Takweni. Zila needs to play. He's handed off to Tini Berger. They're 2 meters out. Cyril Pretorius gets Burton Francis. They reach the try. It wasn't pretty, but very effective. They were committed to the cleaning out. They were direct in their approach. Try number 5 for the Southern Kings. That is 4 tries in the second half. And there it is. Cyril Pretorius was short. Burton Francis was held in the tackle. Was allowed to reach over. It was a bit of a juggle. Well, Stuart Berry right there, making the call. Conversion is good. Oh, what a fight back from the Kings. Well, the first encounter, 24.17, very close. This one just as close. 40 points. There it is to 36. 4 points the difference here in Bloemfontein. Their full-time score, it's the Cheetahs victorious against the Southern Kings, maintaining the status quo in the Pro 14, 40 points to 36.